Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to just a random live stream. How's everybody doing? Let me make sure all my settings are good. I feel like I forget how to do this every single time. Okay, have everything on. What's up, everybody? Damn, we got Dave, the DIY HVAC guy, in the house. We got Jen, we got Brian, we got Mike, Steve-O's in here, Ben and Brett. I saw we're in here too. Mike, what's up? HVAC with Za. Whole bunch of good guys. Eddie, Nestor, yo, what's up, everybody? So obviously, I'm here alone on the show today. So just so you guys know, we are rescheduling our guest for Thursday. So on Thursday, I think it'll be the same time, like right now. For me, it's 8:30 Central Time, and we have another amazing guest, another young, hungry guy out there killing it. So we'll do that on Thursday. And then today I wanted to come on and just kind of go over some questions I got on Instagram. Uh, and just in case I didn't have a show or the guest, uh, just in case I didn't have the guest on Thursday, I wanted to do a show on here on Tuesday, and then we'll see what happens. But he already confirmed with me, so we'll do that on Thursday. Who let Ben in here? Yeah, we got Ben and Brett. See, now I can see the chat. So I'm going to be looking in the chat and we'll see what's going on. I told Brian earlier that I can actually read and keep up with it today because I don't have to, focus on another guest or anything. Actually, I'm going to be really behind on the chat already. Jen's already bringing up the meat question. DJ Mike on fleek. Yeah, man. I told you I use it for everything. Man, I need to get back to the other channel that I'm doing for the behind the scenes and all the setup stuff and everything that I have. What's up, everybody? How's everybody dealing with the heat? We're having record heat here in Texas. I think Ben knows what I'm talking about, and Brett up there in North Texas. Record heat. I want to say I caught a video that said we're like hotter than 99% of the world right now, which is crazy. We're hitting over 110 consistently down here. Oh, Brett got away. He's in Florida. Oh yeah, I saw him with Jason Latimer. Record rain and his basement flooded. Holy crap! See, Nestor, it's good for work. It's good for business, but man, am I tired, right? I was doing a walk-in freezer compressor, which is normally not that hard, but it felt, twice as hard in that heat. Hot as balls and twice as sweaty. Mike just started to get warm in Virginia, wondering when it was going to get here. Well, lucky you. Texas, or at least where I'm at, it's high humidity. So, screenshot of the temperature. Yeah, I share my location temperature a lot because I feel like some other places have that dry heat where it's like, yeah, it's hot, but the humidity is not there. And when I try to show people or tell people, I'm like, look, our humidity makes it like 10 degrees hotter than what it says. Mike, I had my first full overtime week of AC calls last week. I have compressors and a lot of ACs that are giving out, they're dropping like flies right now, left and right. And right now when I go and check things or when I do maintenance, we try to go through everything, and we try to I'm always honest with the customer, right? Uh, I love repairing stuff, and I'm always going to tell them, this is what you need, or this is what we can do. A lot of them, want quotes and stuff, so we have to get uh, quotes on, different things. You might see some motors, some bad bearings, some bad pulleys, belts that need to be changed out, and you can kind of tell when a compressor is struggling. Uh, the sound and all that kind of stuff. Dirty coils is one of the easiest fixes, and they still fight tooth and nail sometimes, and they're like, "No, we'll wait," or "We don't need it right now," or "We don't want to go over our budget." I really hate a lot of them that get their bonus is affected by the amount of money that they spend specifically on repairs, because that's where all the money goes, or that they see that it's wasted. So uh, a lot of times, the condensers get plugged up. I've seen some AC units that don't even have safety units on all the compressors, right? Maybe some of them are have safeties and some of them don't, which I think is weird. But I've seen that compressors around me are giving out left and right. And like I was saying, when I go out there and check them, in the winter, or I'm out there on a call, you can kind of like you should keep your eyes open and your ears open when you're out there on a call, right? I'm usually working around like 4 or 5 different units, sometimes more, and I'll hear one of them start short cycling, or it comes on too quick, or you kind of go look around, and you can tell that some of them are not draining, like you don't see any condensate drain, or anything draining from the unit, like it's not wet. You can, like refrigeration, I do a lot of walk-ins. You can tell when the suction line is not getting cold and it's still running and stuff. So a lot of this stuff I'll bring to their attention right ahead of time. I want to take care of this now. I want to do this in the winter or any other season that is not summer. And now all the stuff that I warned them about is giving out, right? I had to put in a compressor the other day. There's some AC units that needed some major repairs, and now they want it done. And I'm out there in this weather, and I'm like, we'll take it. It's work. Um, that's why we say, stay covered. I wear sleeves, a big old hat. I'll take an umbrella out there. I have the Subco one, as long as it's not too windy, and just stay covered. Some good sunglasses, and if you need to, take a personal fan. I have one of the Milwaukee ones. I don't always take it. I don't like to, but if I need it, I need it. I'll take it, especially when there's like absolutely no wind or anything whatsoever, and the humidity is up. So, um, yeah, they want all this stuff done in the summer. It might take a little longer because I'm gonna be taking those breaks. I'm gonna go get me some water. I'm gonna get off the roof for a bit. I'm gonna go take a 5 minute, 10 minute break, to so I won't pass out on the roof. But they want it done. They want it done. There is the meat talk, the crock talk going on. I can see it now. Yeah, that's right. Humidity brings in the money. And what are they going to say? No, like, all right, you're going to struggle in that building with no AC. They're going to approve everything. I do have a customer, and I was talking to Angel, HVAC boss, and I get the same answer from everybody. It's like, and I tell people the same thing. The bigger the chain is, right? You do a pizza chain or a fast food chain, a McDonald's or anything like that, and the bigger or the more up there you think they are, or the more money you think they have, they actually spend the least, or they cry about every little invoice or anything like that. So we've had that that issue where it's like, they don't want to do anything because it affects their bonus, or they can't go over a certain budget. There's an NTE. I hate dealing with those, but uh, the more money you think they have, the more stingy they tend to be. Brian, I appreciate the super chat, man. Just for Adrian doing 2 shows. That's right. If you guys are wondering, the guest is going to come on Thursday, so we'll make that happen. Um, I have like a good lineup coming up. Obviously next week is 4th of July, so we might not be able to do it on Tuesday, but we'll see. Uh, what happens with that week. But if anything, I already have people lined up. I'm just really bad at scheduling, so I'm still trying to figure out this whole podcast. Let's see. Real men wear Crocs. Didn't you like hesitate when you were going to answer that question that if you wore Crocs or anything, and now you're very proud of of them? Oh, thanks, Jen. Thanks for the super chat. Bryce got me beat. I appreciate you guys for showing up. We have a good amount of people in here actually. So I have some questions from Instagram that I'll get to. I don't know if you guys have any serious questions other than the Crocs. I think I had seen some a while back. HVACR MN. Do commercial refrigeration and HVAC for restaurants, as well as or a lot of our accounts are tight right now until the budget resets. We have a ton of calls where they give us the same answers. So yeah, they deal with budgets or limits, which is weird, right? But just I hope it's not like they're walk-ins, because that's the stuff that people eat is stored in those walk-ins and stuff. And I always try and push them like, hey, you need a new walk-in door. You need something. A lot of the doors are falling off the hinges and they don't want to fix them. That's what we're dealing with right now. And a lot of like with the heat, like I said, it's record heat, right? It's over 110, up to 115, maybe even more. That's the highest I think I've seen it, 115 around there. And a lot of these places have those big old windows in the front. You walk in and it feels really hot. They don't like to use anything to block the windows either. Some of those systems I've found are their HVAC systems are not designed well. And even the other day, I had one that somebody closed off a lot of the vents because they have the manual dampers. They closed off the whole back area, which I understand it might get too cold, but to close them all off is kind of weird. So I opened up almost all of them. I opened up a few of them because the thermostat is back there too. And yeah, a lot of the systems I feel like are not designed well, or not sized right, or not for the right application. Some of these places I feel like were offices before, turned into restaurants. They take over. They might not upgrade the AC system or something, and they're feeling it right now. I'm like, everything's working, to the equipment's specs. Everything's running fine. It's just it can't keep up. They might not have makeup air. They might not have a good exhaust system, something like that too. Boats and hose. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? Fellow local tech who does supermarket. Brett's in the house right now too. What's up, Jason? It's a lot of quick fixes, which we have to do too, right? Our quick fix on some of these is relocating some of the vents. They have too many in the back. Let's either close some of them off or move some of them to the front, to where we can kind of balance the air a little bit. Now, I'm not going to go and redesign the whole building. I don't do that kind of stuff, and I haven't done that since I went to school. So we could redo their whole ductwork, but we're just for the moment, trying to redirect the air wherever we can. And so far, it's actually helped a lot. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these are not designed right. So just by us moving some of the air around and feeding it a little better, balancing that a little bit better, the building goes from like 80 something to 75, very comfortable. And a lot of these ducts are not put in right either, the diffusers, to where they have like an 8-inch duct on a 10 or 12-inch diffuser or a boot or whatever you call it. I don't do a lot of AC work, but they're not matched up right. They just drop the little duct in the diffuser and expect it to work right. It's not sealed right or anything. So I've had to kind of shove them back in, seal them up a little bit better. And then at the end of the day, I have to replace all the diffusers basically, or figure out an adapter to kind of correct the air that they're losing. And a lot of makeup airs that we have to tell them that they need the makeup air when they don't want to spend money on the makeup air and they're just worried about the AC unit. I'm like, you're a restaurant, you have an exhaust system, you're taking out air. You need to put air back in the building, right? If your ACs don't have makeup air, a lot of them have economizers. A lot of companies bypass them or take them out or don't put them in. Or we have commercial buildings that have split systems where there's no makeup air because it's an indoor air handler and an outdoor condensing unit, and they have a makeup air that's there and not working. We need to tell them, you need to get that thing going. And they're like, no, we want the AC fixed. I'm like, yeah, it's all the same system, right? It's HVAC system is, as far as commercial and restaurants, it's your AC system, it's your how the building is sealed, um, makeup air, exhaust system, all that kind of stuff. You need to come to Maine and work on lobster tank chillers. That sounds interesting. Now, and that's why I like watching a lot of these other guys that do different things, because I feel like I do a lot of the same stuff. Well, not every unit's different. I come across a lot of different brands, and it's cool to figure out what each one or how each one works, the little quirks, the little repairs, and things that we can do to fix them. But it's all restaurant equipment. So Chris does that too. Rick does that too on his channel. So I find it interesting to kind of watch the residential guys, the chiller guys. Like Jason has been posting. I don't know if he's in here, Jason Johnson, and I find all that stuff interesting. Steve-O does a lot of unique equipment too, and so does Rick. He's been working on generators and other stuff that he thinks doesn't seem interesting, but it ends up being, some of his most viewed videos and stuff. So, hey, what's up, Josh? Just finished your live show. I was making dinner. I didn't get to catch it, but I'm glad that you're here. All my commercial customers feed me no ice unless I clean the machine myself. Now, honestly, if you guys are doing commercial work, especially like at restaurants, or if they have an ice machine, do they do regular maintenance for you guys? Like, do they ask you to do regular maintenance? Do they have you clean them out? Because around here they fight me tooth and nail. And then the problem with here is that we're dealing with a chain, right? A fast food chain specifically. Because the pizza places and some of the other ones that we have don't have ice machines. They just serve takeout, right? Or bottled, 2 liters. But at the restaurant, at the fast food chain, they're having issues with ice machines, or I don't get to clean them unless it's completely down. And I'm telling them they need to clean them. They need maintenance. But then when I tell them, how long it's going to take, that I have to dump out the ice, that I have to take it apart, that I have to clean every little thing, sanitize it, that it's a process, it'll at least take me half a day. Uh, and then a lot of them have 2 units. So um, when I explain all that, they don't use, though they only use us for like this area where it's an hour or two each way. After that, they use another company that's local to that whatever area they're at. That company might do a package deal. That company might do it on the cheap, right? And then they come to us, the customer, the manager, because they're an area manager. They go to different locations and stuff like that. They come to us and they're like, well, why do you do it like that? Or why is it so expensive? Why can't you do it like this company over here? I'm like, well, I don't want to talk bad about them, but we do things our own way, where I know that the machine is clean, sanitized, and ready or safe for the customer. Like, I don't know what else to tell them. But they fight tooth and nail. They don't even want to put filters on these things. Like, it's like talking to a brick wall sometimes. You'll send me a maintenance contract with a script I wrote. It's foolproof, so they won't say no. I need to see that. I have one of the hard-headed, like the most stubborn person in charge of this one. The good thing is that other people, other managers, other store managers were promoted to kind of the same position he is. So we do have a couple of other people that kind of side with us. And now he has to deal with us and deal with the other branch managers that he works with, because they're like, well, no, we want it this way. Adrian said, that we need this. We want this done. Adrian said we need the cleaning. We need the PM. I want this done at all our stores. And then he has to give in at some point, right? So they're finally giving in on the ACPMs, which they have been telling us to wait, or they told us yes, soon. That's been a few years already, and they still haven't had us do it. Right now, that those other managers that got promoted are very close to getting us to do them. We're just waiting. I think I did one store, and now I'm waiting to do the next one. Federal Health Code. I get you on that one. I don't know how many people are actually scared about health inspectors, code, and all that kind of stuff, but I'll take a look at it. Dirty ice crunches just like clean ice. And these machines, right? Like, same thing with any other kind of like AC equipment, refrigeration equipment. They can be dirty as hell. They can be moldy. They can have all this gunk in them, and they'll still work, right? They might not be as cold as the day that they bought them, brand new, but that walk-in freezer, that walk-in cooler will still cool. It can be dirty as hell, dusty as hell. That AC unit can be full of sludge. If you guys watched my last video, uh, I don't know how long that unit had the whole drain plugged up, like the whole drain pan full with gunk, right? Um, Algae, black gunk. And I was doing something else, and I was like, let me take a look at it, because I know that they had water issues with it. And I was like, let me just take it out. Pulled it out. Didn't expect it to be that bad. But the unit still worked, or it kind of did, right? Now they're feeling it because of the whole the heat wave that we have. But um, that's a sad thing. The ice machine will still make ice, even though it's dirty. Not until it starts like actually clogging up the distributor or anything like that, where it doesn't have enough water. That's when they call you. Oh, Steve's challenging you to do 10. We might have to do it again. I put the filter on and bill them. Well, if they would have us go out there, we would. We just put a quote in to do the ACs, and then they wanted a bundle. So I was like, fine, I'll write it all out. It's gonna be, it's gonna be kind of high because you want it all together, but that's in the process of getting approved to where I can have a guy doing or probably me doing the ACs, have another guy doing the ice machines, and then we'll take a look at the refrigeration. The refrigeration is not that bad. They only have a couple of under counter coolers and freezers, and then 3 walk-ins. That's not that bad. It's it's the ice machines I'm worried about and the ACs. It's not food poisoning. Poisoning is dirty eyes. What's up, Angel? I was just talking about you. How's the heat in California? I feel like you're not suffering as much as we are in Texas. Oh, Tomas, 115. I'm telling you, dude. I think you're here local to me, right? You're close by the McAllen area. It's always 110, and then you go look at the humidity and the real temperature, or the feels like temperature. It's up to 115 all the time. 105 plus. That's nothing, dude. You got to hit the tens, the teens. Then you can talk to me. See, 120. I know in other areas, I don't always check the weather at the hottest time of the day, but I know it's getting up there. Hey, John, I feel like last week it was worse, right? I feel like this week we got a little bit of a break, maybe a few degrees that it went down. 99 relative humidity for days. Dry heat. Yeah, I was talking to some people that have driven from California across the state. They said nothing feels like when they stop in Texas. That was real heat. Um, and I forget where they were going to, and they had high humidity there too. But he's like, yeah, California wasn't that bad. Arizona wasn't even that bad. Once I got into Texas, bam, the humidity. Racks. I've seen the racks at some places that I go to where it's like well, I've been to the Walmarts. We have one location because the restaurant in the front is ours. I think, yeah, we still have one of those. And there's another one that's like a Converges or Teleperformance, one of those buildings. And I don't work on their equipment, but I work in the restaurant that it's like in a strip mall. And I always see the racks where they have to have the water hose sprinkler system hooked up to it, during the summer because it gets too hot. All right, here we go. Here, Angel's working the chat right now. Spell my name right first, Adrian. You worry about picking up the numbers. Get my name right first. Oh, Brownsville. Yeah, you get it. It's the same everywhere. Alice. Alice is a hole in the wall. Brett's been bitching about Texas for weeks, and then goes to Florida. Yeah, to be fair, everything tries to kill you in Texas. Luckily, where I'm at, I don't have to worry about, or I mean, I don't do residential work, but we don't have to worry about snakes too much here. Now, where I moved to, I might have to because I live out here in the middle of the country now. But um, yeah, Texas, it's the weather, it's the pests, the snakes, everything. Fernando, Fort Worth, and Dallas feel pretty bad. Yeah, Brett is up there, and he left to get away from it. Nestor, the customer stopped cooling a couple days ago. Did you turn off the furnace switch? What switch? Abracadabra. Yeah, and then like I hate those. That just reminds me of those 5 o'clock calls, and I'm like, I hate asking this question, but I always want to know what's going on with the unit, and I'm like, when did it go down? How long has it been acting up? And it's like, oh, the other day or early this morning, we thought it was in defrost or we thought it would fix itself, and I'm like, yeah. Now I'm here at 5 o'clock having to deal with it. Oh yeah, Fernando had a question. What's the worst injuries y'all have gotten from the field? Just curious because I was changing a residential evaporator coil and I ended up getting 6 stitches. You got to be careful in this trade. I think yeah, Josh. I don't know if you're still here, but everybody's been filling in. It's over 1:15 over here. Um, you got to be careful in this trade. A lot can be said about wearing gloves, steel toe boots. If you work in construction or around cranes, the hard hats, even though I know we don't all always wear those things, but um, it's a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of bad weather, the heat. If you guys are in the attics, dehydration. Electrical, we work on high voltage. We're on high roofs. Um, but the worst injury, I don't think I've been severely injured at work. My dad, who should not be up on the roof because he doesn't do HVAC, but when he tries to help, he's fallen off the little ladders that go to the roof hatch. He'll fall from like 8 feet up or something, and he already has a bad back because he's had tons of back surgeries. And I always get after him. I'm like, dude, just wait till I get there, or let me do it. I don't want you getting up there. He doesn't have to be up there, but he can't help it. He wants to work. He wants to get his hands dirty. If he's not doing something, he doesn't like it. So he's fallen off several times. I had a guy who was a relative, which sucks, uh, try to sue us because he tried something that we told him not to do. So just a lot of the stuff can be prevented, right? Like I said, if you wear you wear hard hats, steel toe boots, just be careful. Lifting, always have help if it's a big project or big equipment. So we had a guy that tried to, or he couldn't reach the roof, and it was raining. So we told him, okay, wait till we get there. We'll look at the AC. We'll see what we can do. Guy puts a extension ladder on his van, and I think it barely reached at that in the rain. Fell off, messed up his knee. I think it was his kneecap or something like that. And yeah, had a whole issue with that. So just be safe. Don't be trying to be a hero at work. A lot of it can be prevented. I think I saw. Did somebody say? I think Jen said something about a concussion, about a roof hatch. I've had one. I've had them because they're broken. I get after them all the time. I'm like, hey, your roof hatch is not working, or a lot of them are broken, and they don't care. They don't go up there, right? I had one slam down on me, and my hand was on the bottom of it, right? So the hatch fell. Luckily, that roof hatch does not close right, and it left a gap. So it slammed, and I got so scared because my hands were there. Then after a second, I'm like, okay, nothing feels broken, and I made it out of there fine, but I could have really lost some fingers there. So now I always double check the roof hatches to make sure that they're working or they prop up at least. Angel was trying to raise his hand over here. Can we talk about getting it, please? Getting what? Hey, my money is fixing ACs, not spelling. Oh, Josh, you're going to Houston in 2 weeks to do videos with Dakin. Tell them that their rooftop package units suck. And then be careful in Houston because that's a hurricane city. So it might be hot. It might be raining, flooding. Just be careful out there. This is how we spell in Cali. Hey, man, it's a Latino name. You should know how to spell it. Food in Texas. Everybody talks about the food here, especially here in the valley. If you ever come down to South Texas, get yourself some tacos. You know, you can get it at any place, and it's always good. Yeah, Tomas, haven't seen the snake. Neither have I, and I hope I never do. Jen will be in Minneapolis in September. Speeding it in the Spanish way. Auto text. Oh, spelling it in the Spanish way. That's not the Spanish way. C Young has a python as a roommate. Snakes are easy to handle. What's going on over here? Might be making a trip to NY to film in the trenches with Jeffy Pipes. Oh, that was a sick video that you guys had. And I talked to him. He'll be on the show soon. Obviously, like I said, the 4th of July is next Tuesday, so I don't know if that's gonna. I probably won't do anything next week, but he'll be on mid to late July. And I asked him about those videos a while back, and he has a videographer or somebody that goes with him to record his stuff, and it looks amazing. You know, obviously his work looks amazing, and then the videos are just, you know, top notch. All right, what's up, Angel? Stop sending me pictures, please. Oh, I hate when that happens. Like, and I get more annoyed because I give them a warning, right? I'm like, hey, this unit is on its last leg. This unit needs contactors. This unit needs, you know, this or that. Give them a quote. They sit on it for a while. All of a sudden, they're like, hey, we're going to approve this quote. Can you do it tomorrow? Can you do it today? Like, hell no. Do you know how much work I have lined up? You know, I got other calls to get to. Let me know once it's approved, and then we'll schedule you in at the either the soonest time or, you know, whenever it's best, you know, because we try to do installs in the morning around here because it gets hot as hell in the summer. So we try to schedule it as best as we can, and then, you know, get to it when we get to it. CP, I'm a residential. I'm residential. Seen like 4 snakes this season. I don't want to see snakes. I don't want to see wasps. I'm perfectly fine on the rooftop of these commercial buildings that I don't have to deal with any of that. Outlaw changed a York residential heat exchanger today, and I have to say I hate them. You have to take it pretty much every screw out of the cabinet just to get them. I don't know if Josh is still in here. He brought up Dakin. Dakin is also one of those that has like 100 screws just to even open up the condenser and compressor panels, the compartments. So, so like, if I'm just trying to get some panels off, it's like a whole jigsaw puzzle, 100 screws. So I wish they would make this stuff a little easier for the service tech. The install guys do what they do. They put it in. I've done installs too, not like residential ductwork and everything. I've just done units on the outside or rooftop units. That stuff is pretty easy just to set in and get it started. Now, servicing it is a whole other uh, story because you got to take off panels. You got to get access to this and that. Did the install guys leave you enough room to work on this thing? Like if you need to change out certain components and certain panels or compartments, if they did, great. If they didn't, you're kind of screwed there. Devil horns. You brought that upon yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Angel, I want to talk about how we can make more money. Yeah. Do you have the floor? Go ahead. There's always money to be made. It's just effort and how much time you put into it. Angel, I have another question. You've asked several questions already. Ben is starting an OnlyFans for extra cash. We'll let the number king know. Okay. Stupid, don't pay the bills. Almost every call I get to the customers telling me it's been down a couple days or a week ago. Like, why didn't you call sooner? Oh, it wasn't hot last week. Yeah. And like I said, commercial, I see the same customers every week. I kind of have an idea, right? And I'm like, hey, that doesn't sound good or this or that. And then they still they don't listen or they don't want to, like I said, a lot of this stuff can be prevented in the winter or other seasons that are not as hot, but it's working good enough to where they're not like, oh no, we don't need it right now. Climbed up and it smacked me right down right back down the ladder. The ladders are the worst, or not the worst part, but that's a big area that, I mean, especially when you're new. And I know I made memes about it and stuff like that. Like when you're new getting up there, it's like holy shit, right? Some of these roofs are higher than I'm used to, and I get up there and I'm like, damn, I'm like up a long ways. And I think that's one of the questions I had from Efren. I don't know if he's in here or not, but he wants to know like what's everybody's biggest fear and why. Now, there could be different answers to that. One of the physical ones is like, for me, especially at the beginning, it still is in the back of my mind here and there, just because I have kids, right? So like, I'm up there and I need to be as careful as I can because any small misstep, slip up, ladder falls over or anything like that, I could get severely hurt and I could be out for a while, or I could just not ever be able to do this type of work again. So like, That's always been something, and I was, like I said, more scared of that when I started. Now it's kind of whatever. The only issue I have now is I have very bad knees to because I played sports. So I've torn my ACL, messed up my kneecaps or one kneecap. Uh, I've had sprains and tears on both. So I can't climb up as easy as I used to. Because I think when I started, yeah, when I started working, I was fine. I got injured a few years into getting into the trade. Now I was still doing the hot side kind of stuff, and then I started getting into AC. And I was always the guy that jumped up on the roof, got under equipment, um, just climbed my way into everything. Got like I didn't have a care in the world. The height kind of scared me at first, but like I was in shape. I was young. I did everything. Once I got that injury because I tore my ACL, that was a major one I had. I was a few years in. I had to take time off, and I was scared to do a lot of things, right? And even till this day, like I have trouble climbing over certain things. Um, I can't jump up onto high areas, or sometimes we would use a short ladder and then kind of jump up onto these like odd roofs that were like 10 feet or something. I can't do that stuff confidently anymore. I mean, I get more confident as I go. Like I'll do it more often. I'll do it more now than I did, when I got back into it after the injury. But um, I just work around it. I have one knee that won't even go past 90 degrees, and I'm still doing this type of work. I just have to be a little more careful, a little more cautious, and slow down a little bit. Angel with another question. Did you ask any question? I haven't seen a question. Mike, hate attics. I can't even be in my own attic. All my exes live in Texas. Dave, what's your thoughts on the ladder cranes? I feel like now they're officially on sale. The only ones that I have seen before is like I think what you did, which is build your own, right? I think you built your own. I saw Rick from HVACR Survival. That's how I actually found his channel. Was he built, or he had two videos on how he built a ladder crane. I've seen other guys do it. Personally, I don't build or weld or anything like that, so I never got into that kind of stuff. I've seen a lot on the market now. I even saw a couple that were at AHR selling those ladder cranes that you can get now. I might get into it. I might try it out. I need to see what they're rated for, because the only thing I'm getting on the roof with it would be like I mean, it could be a condenser because we do have a few that are package units, but a lot of like refrigeration condensers. We do exhaust systems and makeup airs. We could change those out with that because they're not that heavy. So I love the idea. I don't have one. I need to get one. It's really cool that you guys built your own. I wish I could do stuff like that. So like you and Rick, and I know I've seen some other guys do it. Those are cool. Texas brisket, best barbecue. Just come to Texas, have some barbecue. Barbecue or Mexican. If you go south enough, you can always get good Mexican food. Barbecue is a good, safe bet. Everything's better down here. No maintenance on the ice machine until the inspector comes, right? And you can tell when the inspectors are coming or making their rounds, because the calls just randomly go through the roof, right? Like, oh, can you clean this? Can you clean that? Or this is not temping. It might be like at 39 or 40. We need it at 35. And, can you check our gaskets on our equipment? Um, all the little things that they never called in. All of a sudden, all these small calls are coming in. Can you get everything to temp? It's always fun when the inspection uh, when those start coming in. Oh yeah, Whataburger. If you come to Texas, Whataburger beats anything any day of the week. Oh, you're building another one. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Um, you might have to send me your schematics on it. Maybe I can do one too. Oh, okay, that was all Jeff. That's what I was saying. Like I've seen his videos and I know that's his style. And I know somebody obviously records him when he's doing that stuff. And I mean, like, I don't know. I'm over here. I know I have 8,000 subs, decent amount of views here and there. But all these other guys that are coming in, especially him, he's part of that visionary group. Those guys are killing it. I mean, I might just up and retire from the whole video stuff because these guys are coming in hot, killing it. Just the quality and just how they're doing these videos is really cool. Misfits this week. It's Jen does the chat. I'm posting the stream link in the chat so anyone can join. I'm all alone Saturday. Come chill. No guest on this week. I don't know if you want to do that. You might end up getting a whole bunch of people coming in. See, Ben knows what we're talking about. Brisket is on point. My experience is 2 years as apprentice installer, moved to RGV after several months later, still no job. I don't get called because according to companies, I don't get hired because I didn't go to trade school. I feel like companies are always hiring here. I'm not sure which ones you've applied to, but sometimes at the supply houses, they'll post. I don't know. I've seen them recently though. Companies will post flyers that they're hiring. And there's some that are hiring all the time. 2 years. I don't know if you're going to get hired through a residential company. You might have better luck with a commercial company. And there's quite a few big ones around here that are usually looking around. If you need any advice or you want to check in with me you can email me if you need to. Like I said, right now I can't think of anybody that's actively hiring, but usually a lot of them are. And the trade school is that's not. A lot of people here don't go to trade school. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let me see. Let's talk about how to make your first million. Did you say how? Did I miss it? Let's all be millionaires in the chat here. The only one who raises his hand. Yeah, every time I scroll down, I keep seeing him pop up. Oh, we got Fujitsu in the house. And Jen will be in NOI apparently. What's up, Sam? People talking about Whataburger. Daikin. Okay. HVAC Sticker Force. What's up? Daikin. Daikin. I don't know. What's this, Mitch? One day I saw my apprentice sitting in the customer's lounge room. Why does a ghost checking his pulse? I'm like, what's wrong? He said he was crawling in a roof space and saw a snake. Man, yeah, they're not ready for that. I wouldn't be either, to be honest. All right, Daikin. I got it. Oh, HVAC-R MN works with nasty HVAC. I told you to come back on. I have not heard from you. I text you that. Let's see. Bring Angel so he'll stop jumping up and down while raising his hand. Wait, where am I? Again, tired of jumping. Jen got tech support question. What's the most you've collected in a day's work? Like the amount? I mean, I'd have to look, but we've done a few installs, 10, 20,000. No comment on York. Boss, when are you starting your podcast? Want to hear what you got to say? Eight for eight on tech support. Oh, Ben walks down the ladders like a staircase. He ain't scared of anything. I fell out of a ship's ladder and broke my spine and pelvis in 4 spots. I hang on like a son of a bitch now when I'm up and down the ladders. That's how I was too. You just grip it, trying to get up there as safely as you can. Damn, 60 footers. I think the most I've gone up to is like 30. HVAC boss. Yeah, Ben, you're only 90 pounds. It's easy to do. All right, let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Josh, appreciate the super chat. I know he signed off probably a while ago. I appreciate that, man. All right, we're going into the deep end over here, talking about nipples and frostbite. Let's see. Angel is still okay. Question: does anybody want to know how to get it? Get what? Oh, NorCal has one too. That's cool. Everybody else has one. I don't have one. Let me see if I can catch up with the chat real quick. Yeah, Chris here for the dirty talk. I'm actually I'm in the chat this week. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Ladder cranes seems like if load comes off, you're going off the roof. Yeah, that's why I don't want to build one. If I do something wrong, that thing will cause more damage than any good, Angel already told you I made a month work of dinero on Feet Finder with 2 picks. Angel 2. Angel's on Feet Finder, guys. Got those Dogs out after a long day of HVACing. All right, here we go. Step 1, get your mind right. Where's step 2? Yeah, mindset. Gotcha. Oh my God, I can't even keep up with the chat. Where is Richie? I haven't seen him in a while. What's up, Oh, Jason, what's up, man? You're in the chat now. Whoa, 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 Asian, what? Are you Sticker Force or was he in here? CP DIY guy be killing me, showing how to fix everything. A drain won't let me. Who's that? Waterburger. Boss can't spell. Let's see. All right, so we got a co-host for the Misfits. So we'll see Jen and Ben on Saturday. Wait, Waterburger is real? Yeah? Come down to Texas. Giveaway talk. Well, I've been posting about it. I'm not gonna, or I haven't. All the details are not ironed out yet. We are gonna have a massive giveaway. So it's gonna be on Instagram. That's where you can get all your entries in. I will open it up to YouTube as well. It'll probably be like a US and Canada type of deal because I got to ship everything out. I got some of the boxes here with me. I'm just getting a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm gonna give away a whole bunch of crap to everybody. Jen is gonna offer up some of her shirts, caps. She's gonna throw a whole bunch of other stuff in there. I got refrigeration technologies on deck. I got HVACR on deck. Talking to RLS about something. Vito is the one that actually kickstarted this. They wanted to do a giveaway. So yeah, guys, there's gonna be a whole bunch of prizes. I'll throw in some of my stuff in there too. I got stickers coming in. I'll give you guys a shirt, or a couple of shirts, and we'll do a giveaway in July. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but there's gonna be a whole bunch of winners. Wait, what? Adrian's got like a million Vito bags. Were you the one that had mentioned the Vitos before? I think in another stream. All I gotta say is that, well, like I said, we're gonna do a giveaway with them. They told me I could pick any bag. So they have a lot of cool stuff coming out. I'm assuming they're gonna come out next year. There's some that I'm really excited for, really proud of, personally. So yeah, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, Ben's out here getting it, 100K in a day. We don't sell stuff; we do repairs. So I ain't up there yet. Fujitsu Footstagram. You're sitting on a gold mine right there, man. Angel, if I have a podcast, I will make millionaires. Let's see it. I told you to do one or to get on here again, and you haven't gotten back to me. Jason, I had heat exhaustion, fell out in the attic, hit my head on the floor. I don't remember it though. That's why you gotta take breaks. I mean, drink a lot of water, but even then, you need to get out of the heat. And then we kind of try to take care of ourselves. Like if we need to take breaks, if we need to get out of there. The attic is a really scary thing, right? If you're in there, you're instantly drenched in sweat. And the scary thing is, if you stop sweating, I've never had it happen to me, but if you stop sweating, you're screwed, right? You got to make sure you keep drinking water. Get out of there if you feel like you need to. Um, that's why I'm like, thankfully, especially down here with the humidity, I don't want to be in the attic. If I had to do residential, I would charge a whole lot to deal with that kind of stuff. See Young over here flexing 290K with a cooling tower. I don't know, Angel. You have me like so lost right now. I would need a functional brain first. Oh, I see. I think Jason's onto something. You got to pay to get the rest of the steps. I saw step 1 and I never saw anything else from Angel. Guys, you are confusing the hell out of the Moss. I think he was in here last time asking why we're talking about food. Why is everybody talking about feet? It goes off the rails, man. I don't know. I can't control them. What a burger. Never. It's better. It's better than all the rest. It's better than In-N-Out. You need to try it at least once. Yeah, Jonathan's gonna have that tomorrow. Maybe I will too. We can because we're here in Texas. Oh, do we have another sponsor? I'll hit you up if you want to do anything with that. It's gonna be just a bunch of care packages for like, I don't know. I might have a whole bunch of winners at this point. So I'll figure out how to distribute it. Anything for the summer, right? Anything helps these guys out in the heat. So I just want to make sure that we can help them stay covered, have some good or cool swag. We're gonna give out neck gaiters, Bonnie hats. I'm gonna try and give away, like I said, some stuff with my merch. We'll see. We'll see what's up. Well, there's several prizes. Which one would you like to win? You're probably talking about the veto. Oh, we got Nestor. He wants to throw in some shark sandals. My kid calls them slides. I was like, those are chanclas, dude. Jen, I'm sending the biggest merch pack I've ever sent just to watch Adrian light up lives. Love my job. That's awesome. That's why I put it out there. I asked a few companies to help with it, but it's open. If anybody just wants to throw in their shirt, their stickers, whatever, I'm giving out. I want to give out stuff to several people. and make it kind of fun. And if it does well, um, maybe we'll do it more often, or we'll make it a yearly thing. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Oh, in and out. It's okay. I had it for the first time. I Was it early this year? I don't know if it was. Yeah, I think it was early this year. It's okay. The MB5B. That's a backpack one, right? I think or I think Kraus was able to test those out. I haven't asked him how he liked them yet. Jason, on an awesome note, I had my review today. 1 year at the company, $5 raise. That's awesome. I always get asked that about the money side, right? You need to So like you've been there a year. You need to write it out for like 1 or 2 years, especially if you're new to that. Because I think I saw in your videos you said you're kind of new to some of that stuff. Because they're not going to pay you right off the bat. You know, earn your keep, earn your worth, and then good things will happen. If they are, not treating you well, or they're not giving you opportunity to grow, then yeah, you can look for other um, jobs elsewhere. But yeah, you usually have to stick it out for like a year or two, and figure out if they're gonna like that, reward you for the hard work. And then, with that, you'll get raises, perks, upgrades in different ways. So that's awesome, man. Hey, Jen's gonna come to Texas now. Gonna have some competition down here now. All right, whatever Jen gives, I'll match it. Gotcha. What's up, Victor? The silent tone. So now, Angel, you want in? He's willing to double it. Oh, okay, yeah. CP. Thanks again for the patch, a sticker. We've been busy. I'll be sending out mine soon. That's cool. I appreciate you sending one out. Um, yeah, those went quick. And now I see other guys doing the patches. I think you were one of them, right? I think you got patches made. If you see any of those patches, you know where that started. Oh yeah, when you stop sweating, get out. Angel's trying to flex. Not flexing. I was going to get the merch from you. I forgot about that. He always wants to get. He always promises, right? And then it's like, oh, it's on Ben or Lance's tab, or whatever. They're gonna set it up. I got you, Brian, the Vito toll bag whore. I think everybody's waiting on these new meter bag backpacks. Those are all like late summer, right? I didn't get one of those. I have the TP double XL, and like I said, I have another one that I'm excited for. Obviously, I can't talk about it, so all right, see you, man. We'll be back on Thursday. $2 in tips. Read Ben's comment. Yeah, yeah. Everybody wants that MB5B. Jason, our company just bought us all those Subco umbrellas. I have an 8x8 pop-up tent I use. I've debated on getting those tents or whatever they're called, but I don't know. I have the umbrella. The only thing that sucks is when it flies off because I live by the coast and it gets really windy the closer we get to the coast, like to the ocean. I've ripped a few of them. I love them, but I've ripped a few of them. Probably need to use it more than I actually do, but whatever you get, whatever you can to stay safe out there. That's awesome that your company bought them. I also have the lockjaw ladder grips for us at work because we do a lot of strip malls where they have a gutter in the back. That's the only place we can put our ladder. So I'm gonna use a lockjaw ladder grip to secure it to the gutter, right? And it just locks in every time. You know it's already in there. You don't have to you know deal with the bungee cords or anything like that. So one of the guys that had seen it on my post or story told his boss about him or showed his boss, and his boss bought them all for the company too. And I thought that was awesome. He cares about his employees and their safety. Hats off to him. My Subco umbrella broke the first day I used it. But you got it. Did you post about it? You probably got it for the gram. I post about it too. When it works, when it doesn't work, what can you do? Yeah, Jen, I'm using the pop-ups. I break the umbrellas. Angel is in charge of giving away the HVAC tactical merch. Yes, sir. Hard work pays off. Definitely does. You should watch a video on how to use the umbrella. It's just well, for me, I broken them too. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but the wind, we get really bad wind down here. If you're good, the fastest way to the top is switching companies. If they're not treating you right, I ain't gonna go against that. All right, let's see. HVACtactical.com. I feel you. Got lost in the chat. I'm still trying to keep up with it. Oh, okay. So like, I don't think they've answered this one. God damn, you guys are way too quick. So Ben, if you're still here, she's throwing in some shirts, a cap, a tumbler, stickers. Was there anything else? Oh, when you talk to him, when I'm putting it out on the air right now. Ivan, what part of Texas? The Rio Grande Valley. RGV. If you don't know what that is, if you know where San Antonio is, think 4 hours down. Oh, HVAC Boss is hey, HVAC Boss is giving out merch. Go pick out what you want. Talk to Angel and he'll get it he'll get it for you. If I do anything, I don't know if you're gonna come all the way down here, but if I do anything in mid Texas, because I've told Brett that I need to go up there. I know Efren is up there. We'll see if Angel comes to Texas with Ben. I don't know if I ever go up to kind of see some of these guys. That's when I would probably try and get a group together, but we'll see. Uh, in July. We'll see what happens in July. Big Val is fixing my well, and Baby Val is being a mean little Sicilian. Ben put his order on Angel's account, and anybody else that wants something. Oh, Gil told me about that one, dude. Dude, that would be so sweet if you could. I don't know, man. If you can pull off something with Vito, that'd be crazy. That'd be really cool. It would rip you down the ladder. Well, they're coming out with the smaller ones in the in the in the summer or late summer. Angel, we need your credit card, your social, your address, everything. The EDC backpacks. Oh, okay. The everyday carry. Um, yeah, those are really cool. I'm using them. I'm actually testing something for them right now. Can't say too much. If you guys saw my video on that one, you have an idea of what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm getting to. They're listening, or I'm talking to them. They're listening. Um, I'm helping them, giving them ideas, sketches, and getting on the design part because I think that's kind of cool. So I got some stuff that I'm working on with them too. I do wish they would make a smaller version of it. It's a little bit big, but man, those things are super sick. I'm using mine. I use mine daily right now. You haven't seen them. I have videos on them. It's a black backpack. I appreciate that, Ivan. Jason, peace out. Call me after the live. I know he dipped out or something. Brett must have fallen asleep. All right, Ben, I'll talk to you about that. Now we got something for Brian. Yeah, HVAC tactical gear. You can't go wrong with any other stuff. Blogger already claimed the hat. HVAC Alex, the weather. I don't know where you're from. It's over 110 consistently here, closer to 115 with the humidity. And I can't even do some of the simplest things without being drenched in sweat. Oh yeah, Brian, you won that giveaway. Uh, I forgot what it was. I know it was Reefer Guy, but it was from somebody, right? At like, was that Refrigeration Technologies or was that somebody else? I appreciate that, Brian. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, but if you guys are in the chat and just talking HVAC and anything else. I know you guys love to bring up Crocs and all these random things, but I'm here for it. I love it. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by. Oh yeah, Spectraline. Funny enough, I had made a meme about their dye where I was like, get that crap away from me. And then they saw it. They started following me and they saw it. And I don't know, they might send me something out to try. And I was like, fine, I'll give it another shot. Um, but personally, I don't like to use the dye unless it's like a last resort. But there are times where you just cannot find a leak. It might be like a micro leak or something. And I just thought that was funny. I made fun. Wasn't trying to make fun of their product, but they're really the only ones that make that or that specific kit. And they entered the chat over on my Instagram. If you guys want your Misfits merch, check out 207customs.com. Support the Misfits of HVAC. Over on Instagram, I had HVACJ. If you could go back in time for 1 minute. Yeah, for 1 minute, what advice would you give yourself as a new tech? Honestly, I would tell myself to get after it, get into it, and just take more pride at the beginning. It took me a few years to actually get into the way that I work now, the flow that I'm in now, the pride that I take, whether that's the work that I do, the way I present myself, the way my van is laid out, like none of that. I never got it at the beginning. It took me too damn long to figure that out. That's why I like having all these younger guys. You're going to notice, especially right now at the beginning, I'm trying to get all the younger guys on here. Coincidentally, a lot of them grouped up to be HVAC visionaries, but they're killing it at such a young age. Um, they're killing it at such a young age to where I'm like, damn, I wish I would have been like that at that age, right? I wish I would have been that proud, that dedicated at 20, 22, whatever, whatever it is that they started. Because I started at 20, and I know I got my contractor's license. I need to do the math. It was around 25 or so. 25, 26 is when I was licensed as a contractor because I was working for myself with my dad. So I thought I did that young, right? I thought I was doing big things because I did that in my mid 20s. And that's not the case anymore, right? Now you have guys that are younger than 20, 20, 21, up to 24, and they already do all this stuff on their own. They already do these crazy installs. They already do everything the way they're supposed to, and they're proud of it. So if I could go back, I would just try and tell myself to get started a little earlier and take pride and just be a little bit better quicker. Well, you got that right, Brian. You're never too late. I always tell people if you want to get into the trade later, that's not an issue. That's not an issue. You just need to learn or be willing to learn everything you can. Don't be afraid. A lot of guys say, don't be afraid not knowing. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Those are all good advice. Um, and as long as you put in the work and you take the time to learn your craft and master it and everything, at any age you can do big things in this trade, in this industry. So I'm not saying anything bad about that. It's just like I wish I would have done it quicker. And it's all like it's just all the guys that I'm seeing, but I'm so like proud of them. I love seeing it. I'm here for it. I'm here to help anybody. Everybody that I've had come on the show has thanked me so much. And I'm like, dude, for what? Like I'm not anything big. I'm not anything. I don't think of myself like that. Like I'm here and I love listening to their story. I love talking to all of you guys in the chat. I try to answer all my emails, all my comments, all my messages as best as I can. I know sometimes they get lost. Uh but it's always like thank you for the opportunity. Thank you that it means so much and this and that. And I'm like, dude, you guys are killing it. That's why I want you on the show. Um so like I said, we're gonna have some more of the HVAC visionaries on. Jeffy Pipes. I think Ben calls him Daddy Pipes. Is going to be on the show in a few weeks as well. And I got some heavy hitters coming on, but I don't want to say anything because they haven't set a date yet. But I'm gonna have some big guys come on. And what's everybody talking about age now? Jeffy Pipes. Jeffy is over on Instagram. I don't know Mikey Pipes personally. He was on the Misfits. If you want to see him, and he's actually a really cool dude, really nice guy. His YouTube kind of gives off this other persona, this loud persona. From what I've seen, I've only seen a few of his videos. Very loud, very into that YouTube personality, I would call it. And I'm sure he's like that, but it's like, it's his YouTube. Um he was over on the Misfits. Oh, you met him at the AHR? I didn't even know he was there. Um, he was on the Misfits live stream, their podcast. He's actually a really cool dude from what I saw on their show. Because you get on these shows, you get to know them a little bit better. You get to ask them questions. He does a lot of like, yeah, you said he dropped the 3K there. He does a lot of stuff for his community too. Helps out a lot. And he does a lot of good. But I don't know him personally. Jeffy Pipes is over on Instagram. That dude's like under 25. I'm not sure the exact ages of all these guys. All I know is they're all under 25. So like he is over there doing installs. All these boilers, piping in all this crazy stuff. Like I can't wait to have him on. And he's another guy that's super excited to be on the show. And I'm like, all right, I'm excited to have him on and kind of talk to him about all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, he does. He has a few channels, I think, and he has those channels. You're gonna change your name to Davy Pipes. Um, DIY Dave has a good ring to it too. Yeah, the fundraisers and stuff. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Let's see. What's up, Araceli? I feel you, Mike. I told you I had surgery on both. They're not what they used to be. Um, just try to make it through the day. Make sure you take care of yourself. All right, Angel. Oh, you're 31. I'm gonna be 36. It's the older you get, the heavier everything gets. Your torches, your install bag, or whatever you take to do these bigger projects. Oh man, I feel like every year they get heavier. Angel needs a promo because he promised everybody HVAC tactical merch. Let's see. All right, see you, Ben. Ted, I don't know Ted either. Wait, I clicked on the wrong one. Ted, well, you guys are that's your nemesis, right? The anti DIY guy and the DIY guy. Um, I don't know. I don't know him. I feel like he speaks his mind. I know he does a lot. Yeah, Ted, the anti DIY guy. You're the youngest one, aren't you? All right, Angel is out. Ben is out. We still have quite a bit of people in here. Again with the damn A drain. What comments did I ignore? Angel, I don't know. He's probably not in here anymore. But Angel, whenever you want to come on, I text you. I didn't hear anything back. Araceli, do I work on Costco? Never worked on a Costco or anything remotely close. I don't do any supermarket. I don't do any. I've never done Walmart's, Sam's Club, any of that stuff. I do. Well, I guess what's considered light commercial. Oh, Brian, I had seen your question. Is Brian still in here? Your question, what's everybody's favorite go-to tool? I feel like that's a tough one because I have a lot of favorite tools. Um, but the one I always recommend a lot because not everybody might think to get it is the Klein electrician ratchets. The Klein electrician ratchet, which is a 5/16 and quarter-inch, which also takes quarter-inch bits. So that thing can get into any tight space. It's really easy to ratchet. Um, and then I can put in sockets, flip bits, you know, Phillips bits, flat bits, whatever you need to. And um, and Brian, I did get your email. I know we emailed each other, and I do have a video coming out. I want to say tomorrow, answering your question from the email. If I can, I'll do more of that where I can answer questions through videos, whether it's on YouTube or on other platforms. So hopefully that video comes out tomorrow. All right, Jen, I'll see you. Thomas Lexus Klein 11-in-1. I've had the 8-in-1, and I think I've had the 11-in-1 too. Now I'm using the 7-in-1 flip socket, flip bit, whatever you want to call it, just so I can store all the bits that I have. Um, and I think that one goes up to like 1/2 inch or 7/16 or something. Oh, you do have it. The 1/4 inch Allen set for the shutoff valves. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's like those little tools that help you out when everybody, like, I think, let me go back up. Impact. I have an impact. I don't carry it every day anymore just because I don't think I need it too much. I switched to an electric screwdriver for most things, but yeah, the impact is a fan favorite. Uh, the 480 meter. That's the one that I recommended in the video that I have tomorrow. I personally love the 680, but I know not everybody loves the size of it. But I usually have a tall enough bag to where it fits okay. All right, guys. So we've been on here longer than I anticipated. I love that I got to actually see the chat this time. A lot of cool guys came through. We still have a lot of people in here. Um, I appreciate you guys for being here. Remember to drop a like on your way out if you haven't yet. Remember to tune in on Thursday. We're gonna have a special guest on there. Video dropping tomorrow. More tool videos dropping Saturday and probably next week. I have some cool stuff that I'm working on. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy your night. I'm going to sign off. Uh, Hoping the MB5B will fit the 680. I love that meter. Um, the swivel clamp, the dual temperature reading on it, the stronger magnets, because I think this one has 2 versus 1 on the other one. It's really cool. Araceli Costco has, but I'm not familiar. You said something about doing a video. I'm not familiar with those units, so I don't know what Costco has. If I did, I would. All right, guys. Have a good night, and let me go ahead and cue the outro. I'll see you guys.